When Tron arrived in 1982, it didn't just feel new, it felt like it didn't belong to its own time. This was an era when computers were still mysterious machines tucked away in offices, not something people carried in their pockets. Yet here was a Disney film that didn't just feature computers, it imagined an entire universe inside them. For many viewers, it was confusing, even strange. But for others, it was electrifying. Looking back now, Tron stands as one of the most important early attempts to turn the digital world into cinematic storytelling, blending arcade culture, science fiction, and a rebellious underdog narrative into something that would quietly shape pop culture for decades. At the center of the story is Kevin Flynn, played with laid-back charm by Jeff Bridges. Flynn isn't your typical hero. He's not a soldier or a space explorer. He's a programmer, a game designer, and kind of a hacker. He's also been cheated. His former colleague, Ed Dillinger, has stolen Flynn's work and used it to climb the corporate ladder at Encom, a powerful tech company. Right away, Tron taps into something that feels surprisingly modern: the idea of creative ownership in a corporate world that's quick to exploit talent. Flynn's motivation isn't just justice, it's about reclaiming his identity as a creator.
I still don't understand why you want to break into the system.
Because, man, somewhere is the evidence. If I got in far enough, I could reconstruct it.
Everything changes when Flynn tries to break into Encom's system to find evidence. Instead of just hacking into a computer, he gets pulled inside it, digitized and transported into a glowing, abstract world known as the Grid. This is where Tron really comes alive. The film transforms the invisible workings of a computer into a physical environment. Programs become people, data becomes terrain, systems become societies. It's not just a clever visual trick. It's a bold way of making technology understandable. Inside the Grid, Flynn encounters programs who believe in something called the users. To them, users are almost like gods, distant creators who give them purpose. This idea adds a fascinating layer to the story. It flips the human relationship with technology on its head. Instead of us controlling machines, the machines are aware of us, even devoted to us. At the same time, not all programs are free. The system is controlled by the Master Control Program, a powerful artificial intelligence that has turned into a dictator. It absorbs other programs, crushes dissent, and forces its captives to compete in deadly games.
Users wrote us.
These games are some of the most iconic parts of the film. Whether it's high-speed light cycles or disc battles, they feel like a direct extension of arcade culture. In the early 1980s, video games were exploding in popularity, and Tron captures that energy perfectly. But instead of just showing people playing games, it imagines what it would be like to be inside one. The stakes are no longer high scores, they're survival. This gives the action a strange mix of fun and tension, making the Grid feel like both a playground and a battlefield.
On the other side of the screen, it all looks so easy.
Visually, Tron was groundbreaking, even if it doesn't look realistic by today's standards. The glowing suits, the dark voids filled with neon lines, and the geometric landscapes all create a style that's instantly recognizable. The filmmakers had to invent new techniques to make it happen, combining early computer graphics with hand-drawn animation and live-action footage. What's impressive isn't just that it looks different, it's that it feels like a fully realized world. The Grid has its own logic, its own rules, its own atmosphere. It's not trying to imitate reality, it's creating something entirely new. But beneath all the visual innovation, Tron is driven by ideas that are still relevant today. One of its central themes is control. Who has it, who abuses it, and who fights against it. The MCP represents the fear of technology becoming too powerful, too independent, too controlling. It's a machine that was designed to help, but ended up dominating. The idea has only become more relevant as real-world technology has grown more advanced. At the same time, the film also critiques corporate power through Dillinger, showing how human ambition and greed can be just as dangerous as any artificial intelligence. Flynn's journey through the grid becomes more than just a fight for survival. It's about restoring balance, giving power back to those who deserve it, and breaking systems that have become corrupt. His alliance with Tron, a security program who still believes in the users, reinforces the idea that not all systems are broken. Some are worth saving, and some are worth fighting for.
Greetings, program!
When Tron was first released, it didn't dominate the box office. It faced tough competition and mixed reviews. Some critics admired its ambition, but felt disconnected from the story. Others simply didn't understand it. But over time, the film found its audience. It became a cult classic, especially among gamers, programmers, and science fiction fans. These were people who saw something deeper in Tron. Not just flashy visuals, but a genuine attempt to explore what technology could mean for humanity. Its influence has grown steadily over the years. You can see echoes of Tron in films that deal with virtual worlds, artificial intelligence, and digital identity. It helps lay the groundwork for how cinema would visualize the inside of a computer, something that later movies would build on with more advanced technology. But even as special effects improved, the original Tron kept its unique charm. There's something about its raw creativity, its willingness to experiment, that still stands out. In the end, Tron is more than just a science fiction film. It's a reflection of a turning point in human history. It captures the moment when computers were starting to move from the background into the center of everyday life. It imagines both the possibilities and the dangers of that shift. And most importantly, it reminds us that behind every system, every program, every machine, there are people, creators, thinkers, dreamers, who shape what those systems become. That's why Tron still matters. It's not just about entering a computer. It's about understanding the world we've built inside the machines, and what that world says about us.
End of line.